Hello, and welcome to what can only be described as 13 minutes of thundering disappointment. Nah, only kidding. Welcome to my corgi, Mercedes 300 SL restoration, where I'll be improving on one somebody had restored already that I bought off eBay, and fully restoring another I bought off eBay. The front one's the one that I bought. Well, I bought both of them technically, but the front one is the one that needs a full restoration, and the blue convertible just needed a couple of little... Why he did it I don't know. It were a great restoration, and then he didn't bother buying a screen unit for it. He just bought a piece of plastic for the windscreen and it just didn't look right. So anyway, here's the first one up on the turntable of doom, and it needs a good strip down. What remains of the paint, there's very little left. It would have been a chrome paint with a red top and a racing stripe on the bonnet with a number, and this one's the convertible. As I say, he'd done a beautiful job and then ruined it by putting a silly piece of plastic as a windscreen. It probably saved a couple of quid, but to me it ruined what was a lovely restoration. And here I'm just super gluing the steering wheel in. It fell out. God knows how I didn't lose it with my track record. But anyway, it's back in here. I'm dusting off the overspray dust. It was red, and at this point we're drilling out the rivets, ready to drill and tap the posts. And there we are, that one's separated pretty much. Is now. And here I'm taking out the rivet for the roof, so I can get the glass out. And next I took out the rivet for the actual roof, so I could get the roof section out, because the body casting is used for both the convertible and the one with the roof. Hard top, I should say. And here, these are the springs. On the corgi, I think the model number's 300 or 330, something like that. But the suffix afterwards is S, or it has no suffix after the number. And the estimated on the model number on corgis that they'd fitted suspension. And in these two it's a bit weird, I can't work it out online. Some have all the stuff there for suspension, then they haven't put the springs in. And others have the springs in. It's weird to do. But this one, it didn't have any springs in, so I'm actually making them. Well, technically the convertible didn't have the springs in, but I couldn't have hidden these rivets for my plan underneath the convertible's interior, whereas the hard top has no interior, so you can get away with them being inside. Anyway, drilling out the posts, ready for tapping. There we go. And here, I'm tapping with an M2 tap. The drill was 1.7mm. And tapping it out to accept an M2 screw. And don't forget to oil your piece. I've not seen anything off him for a bit, to be honest. He's been very quiet. And there we go. And here we go, trying a new paint stripper. The power strip. Got it off Fleabay. And I'm not totally unsure what that chrome was, the covering. Was it an actual paint, or was it plating, or whatever it is, it flakes off. And here, after the paint stripper, I'm just giving it a quick dremeling with a wire wheel, just get the last couple of bits off. That stripper I'm actually more impressed with than nitro mowers, but we'll see. I've not really had a thorough go with it. The real test will be on Hot Wheels thick clear coats over cartoon cars. And here, I'm going to be polishing the screen, I think. Here we go, and oh, this were a story and a half. It actually catches on the wheel in a second. Gets flicked across. I knew it had all gone wrong when it hit me forehead. And it got flicked across the room. Hunted for days for it. In and out of the room, God knows how many times. And it was actually in the doorway. God knows how I missed standing on it. But anyway, here we go. We're getting it up and into paint. I've decided to go with the red and like buttermilk, or what's the name of the flower? Nah, God knows. Who knows? Flowers, what are they? And just carrying on there, making sure it gets covered everywhere. And here we go. Dipping the screens into the jar of joy. Dip, dip, dip. Dop, dop, dop. Dip, dip, dip. Dop, dop, dop. Our killers up the top. And there we go. Dip in the second screen. And here I've got some silver water salt. And giving the wheels a good polishing with the Dremel. Getting them nice and shiny. Shiny, shiny boots of leather. And there we go, the tyres are going up. And here we are, at the point where they all go back together. And just... I'm liking the new screw set I've bought, screwdriver set. And here, because there's not enough room to tap for a screw, I've just super glued it back together. Does the job. And there we go. It's actually, by the time it all goes back together here, it's actually a really pretty car. If you turn it upside down, you can obviously see it's been restored, but now we have suspension on it. Whereas when I tried to make them springs, we wouldn't have done. But hey ho, there we go. Looking dashed good. I'm still trying to think of that flower's name. It'll come to me after I put... Soon as I click off on the record, it'll come to me. Usually does. And here we are just painting in the grill. Dabbing it in. Dip dip dip, dap dap dap. There we go. 'Tis in. And on the other restoration, the chap who had done it hadn't painted a front number plate on it, so it is acquiring one. Maybe he thought it was a bit too much black, or I've noticed on the rear he stuck a number plate on the rear, a printed one, or one from possibly a Corgi Vanguard set. But anyway, here's the finished result. Looking far better with the proper windows in it than it just having a plastic sheet at the front. Whoever did the resto, I really like the resto. I've noticed it has a little chip in the rear wheel arch, but I can live with that. And anyway, here's the full resto, the hard top. Anyway, can I thank you very much for watching? And if you will, I've got loads of people that watch and haven't subscribed. If you can press that subscribe button, that'd be just dandy. Thank you to all my subscribers I already have, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye for now. Tatty pie everyone, tatty pie.